Hi, and welcome to One Way Football's one-on-one fan talk. Joined here today with the iconic Johnny Bucker. Uh,
Hello.
you've been on this channel more times than anyone, I think. We'll start calling this the Tottenham Hotspur channel. How you doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, all right, actually. Yeah, good. Thanks. Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, good.
Good.
Well,
Good.
actually, in fact, um, it's been a rubbish season for us. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't
I
know about
messaged.
yous.
Yeah, well, I messaged yesterday, didn't I? I said, thank God this season's over with.
Yeah.
What I will say is, a lot of people were saying prior to yesterday that Tottenham we don't want to be in this Conference League and this and that. But I thought, you know what, it's something, and we finished above you, which was quite
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
But to be honest with you, finishing above you really is just papering over the cracks, isn't it? Of both teams. I mean, we've both been really, really poor.
I said
Really, really.
I started up a new channel and it's called All Arms Out. And I said on that channel, I said we to be fair, all these fans that are saying if we finished above you, it'd be the saviour of our season and everything. And that's not the way we should be thinking. St.
No,
Trottenham's days out the window, forget about that stuff. Them days have gone. Do you know what I mean? Like it's been 6 seasons now you finished above us.
it's 5 seasons, but I think if you if you finish above us or we finish above you and we're in the top four, it's different. But
Yeah.
finishing above you, seventh and eighth, really is not much.
But like you said before, though, you don't get a trophy for finishing above someone.
You don't know. It's bragging
It's bragging
rights.
rights. Yeah,
It
yeah.
is, and it would have lasted a few days and whatever. And I think it would have been a little bit harsh if you finished above us, because as bad as we were, I think you're a little bit worse than us
Oh God, yeah.
over the course of
I'm
the
surprised
season.
we finished where we are, but we last season we actually finished in the same positions.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. No,
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 you
Tottenham
finished
six. No.
you finished seventh. We finished eighth, and we won the FA Cup, which actually pushed you off of that seventh mark.
Sure. Okay. I thought it was six, but maybe it was
Mm.
seven. Okay. Because we were. Who was that? Oh, it was under. It was Mourinho, wasn't it? Was that
Mm.
right? Yeah. It's Mourinho. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't a great season last
Right.
season either. No. But
What is your thoughts on this whole season with Mourinho? Let's start with the first half with Mourinho. What was your because in November you were doing really well. You were up there.
yeah, we were top of the league. We had a good start. To be fair, it's quite. I mean, Aston Villa top the league as well. I mean, it was a bit of a false position for everybody, really.
Yeah, and
Man City were.
Southampton got up there
Oh
once.
yeah, of course they were top. Yeah,
Yeah.
so there was teams there that were top of the league. And Man City weren't hitting top strides. Man United were poor. Villa were playing well. So there's quite a few teams that weren't expected to be doing well. Mourinho um, didn't know his best back four, didn't know his best midfield. He chopped and changed every week. He was quite negative. His style of football was negative, and
Was you
he.
annoyed? Was you annoyed that he benched Bale quite a lot? Because now, if you noticed that Bale's playing a lot more, he's putting the effort in and putting 100% in.
Yeah, you can't. Bow is, no matter what people think of him and how he is, he's a world class player, and to start somebody like Sissoko over him or Winks or Lamella. I quite like Lamella, but he's not as good as Bale. You've got to look at and think, well, what's something's going on here? This is Mourinho all over.
Yeah,
He nearly ruined Mo Salah. He nearly ruined Kevin De Bruyne when he was at Chelsea. Luke Shaw when he was at Man
yeah,
United.
yeah, yeah.
Mata at Chelsea. It's an endless list of players. Pogba was
Pogba.
another one.
Well,
Yeah,
Pogba's just
Pogba.
rubbish anyway.
Well, yeah, I know. But that's five players, excuse me, who he tried to destroy.
Yeah.
And now he did it with Bale and Dele Alli, of course. And I mean, Dele Alli, I mean, you don't turn bad overnight. So
Was Bale's like coming back to Spurs? Was that a Levy move or was that a Mourinho move though?
I don't know. I think it was a bit of both, really. I can't see Mourinho saying he doesn't want him. Why would he say that? I mean, he's a world class player, and you saw yesterday how important he is to us.
Yeah.
He scored what? I think it's 15 goals. He's hardly played.
Yeah.
So can you imagine if he played, every game 90 minutes, how good he'll be. I hope he stays. He may. I don't know if he'll stay or not now. Kane's a whole different subject. I'll come to that in a minute. But
Yeah,
I
we'll,
think,
we'll get to that in a minute because there's
yeah,
a
but
lot to talk about on that.
there is a lot to talk
Yeah.
about of Kane. Yeah, yeah.
What the Villa game though? What went wrong in that game?
That was, I mean, as you know, I don't miss a single minute of Tottenham.
Yeah.
And that was possibly the worst 90 minutes I've seen all season. We've had some bad 90 minutes. That was the worst. We didn't turn up. And I was so angry after that game. Normally, after a game you play bad, you get a bit, a bit cheesed off. Oh, God.
Yeah.
That game, I was really angry. And I tell you why, because every other team around us won.
Yeah.
Every team. Arsenal won. Liverpool won. Chelsea won. They all won.
Yeah.
And
West Ham won.
West Ham won. Yeah, well, it's another subject. I mean, you got to talk, and then you're like, well, we're going into the last day, but potentially finishing ninth. Arsenal going above us and no Europe.
Yeah.
Luckily, we got away with it, but you can't keep doing this.
When Leicester went yesterday, when Leicester went 2-1 up, was you like, this is it, done?
Do you know what? This is. I'll be honest with you. No, I actually thought we were going to win. I felt we were playing well enough. Vardy. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, but
you've got a grudge against Leicester, haven't you?
Well, no, it's not a grudge. I don't have that. I want to hug them and how wonderful they are. I don't buy into that.
But it's ever since they've won the league, you've had like this. Oh God!
As a Tottenham fan, they were in bed with Chelsea when we won the league. They were holding hands, singing anti-Tottenham songs, right? All of a sudden, they beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final, and they played well. And, we're going to bring the chairman's son down and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Kasper Schmeichel's interview yesterday was a disgrace to football. A disgrace.
Yeah.
He said he's gone on about decisions they never got. Harry Kane's handball. The 2 penalties they got were dives. There was no way they were penalties. So, he's got to be honest. But I don't like the way they give them these happy clappers when they.
Yeah. Then no, they do that. Then they do the 12 ones, are they?
What's that? What are they?
They're
5?
like crack of.
Yeah. No, they're going to pack that right in. No, I'm sorry. I can't. I'm not all for this. Somebody said to me, "How can you hate Leicester?" I don't hate Leicester. I just don't buy into this. Or they're a wonderful team and they're all for the fans. At the end of the day, it's still a business.
Yeah. Going into next season, though, are you going to stick with Mason or?
No.
What?
No. He's done. To be fair to him, he's not going to turn the job down, is he? That he's had. He's done okay for the 6 games being in charge. He's lost 2, and the main one was yesterday, which we won, and he got the subs right. He brought on Bale at the right time. But no, he's not the right. No, we need a name. Do you know what? Every day, James, there's so many names.
But who would be your number 1 pick?
Oh my God, I don't know anymore. To be honest, so many people saying Potter from Brighton.
Yeah,
Potter from Brighton is long term. I think he's the kind of guy that will build.
Nuno's up for grabs now, maybe.
Yeah, I don't like Wolves this season, and this this worries me. The season they've just had, it worries me. But I do like him. And then you've got the.
I was speaking to Ollie, who's an Aston Villa fan, right?
Yeah.
Ollie, yeah. And he was going. It's amazing though, because he had this whole team. He got some brilliant players in that team. Like literally the national Portuguese side.
Portuguese, yeah. He had a big injury to with the one go had the head injury. That was a big blow for him.
Yeah.
The striker, but if I had to choose, I would take Potter. I would. Yeah. I think, yeah. I would. My actual choice, I'll be honest with you, would be Conte from Inter Milan, the ex-Chelsea manager.
Oh yeah.
I think he's got a lot about him. He wins things. He's got character. He's vibrant.
I would love to see Simeone in the Premier League. I'd love to see him. He's such a passionate manager.
He is, and he's just won the league, isn't he?
Yeah.
With Atletico again, and that I think he might come one day. Yeah, Allegri's the other one we've had talks with as well. The one that
Allegri, yeah.
But he's been out of job for 2 years. But I don't know. There's a lot to. If I could take one back, I'll take Poch back now. I would.
Yeah. But, I think he's wasted in that French league, isn't he?
Well, he couldn't even win it with them, could he? I mean, it's a one-team league, isn't it? Oh my God!
Is that the drought of the Tottenham? He taking it with him.
He won the French Cup, didn't he? Last week, he's won 2 trophies since he's been there.
Yeah,
but he should be winning that league. Should be.
Yeah,
I think they'll give him another year to see how they get on. But yeah, I'd love to have him back, but I can't see that happening.
Yeah. Let's talk about Harry Kane then.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot that day that it came out on Sky Sports News. You were just going, it's a load of rubbish with Sky Sports News.
Yeah, it is. because Sky Sports News are predominantly, I mean, it's one of the most watched channels in the UK. And if they're having a slow news day, they'll have to put something on that yellow banner going across, breaking news, you know.
Yeah.
And if you saw the interview with Gary Neville, I'm not sure if you saw it, he had an interview with Gary Neville, they were playing golf. And Gary Neville said this yesterday, he never once said he wanted to leave Tottenham.
No.
What he said is he's going to have talks with Daniel Levy to find out what's going on. Do not be surprised if Harry Kane is there next season. Do not be surprised.
Yeah, because they did say there's that chance that Tottenham will have a talk with him and then maybe offer him a bit more. Or
well, Daniel Levy, he's not. I mean, as much as he's hated at Tottenham, he's shrewd when it comes to the market, and he's going to want a minimum 150 million. Can you see Man City paying that? I'm not sure if they can.
Oh God, it's a hard one, isn't it? Because if he goes, I think Levy would maybe do the same as what Bale did, yeah, and maybe like try and send him abroad because he is quite a good businessman when it comes like to stuff like that.
But I can't see he doesn't want to go abroad, does he? He wants to break that record, which I think he will.
Mm.
But then you've got to look at it. You know, the worst possible scenario now is he leaves and he goes to Chelsea.
Yeah,
because if he does, then he's dead to me. That's it. I don't want that name mentioned again if he goes to Chelsea.
I don't think I can't see him going to a rival club.
I can't, and I don't think we've done business with them for 40 years now. We've not sold a player either way for 40 years with Chelsea.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they may come offering the money, but I don't. There's no way he can sell to Chelsea. He can't.
Because of City or United have pulled out. One of them have pulled out for him, or they've made a statement saying that they don't want him, or.
United are a bit delusional, to be honest, as well. I mean, Man United go, oh, you know, if it comes to Man United, Roy Keane, if it comes to Man United, they'll win the league. I mean, Man United have been poor for a long, long time.
Yeah.
For a club that size, finishing second is poor for them.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't see if Kane goes there, they're going to become well beaters. They've still got, average players in that team, you know. So, but no, I think he'll stay another year. I really do. Depending on who we get in.
Yeah, but Harry Kane wants to win trophies, but do you think he just needs a little bit more time? Do you think Tottenham can, like, in the next couple of seasons be up there though?
I don't know, but what I will say, and I think I said this to you the other day, is we've got to look at it on the other side of things. We've been to a Champions League final, a Carling Cup final. We've been in 2 semi-finals. And he's played in all of them, and he's not shown up. So all this, I want to win trophies, I want to be a team player. He's been there, and he's not won them.
Yeah.
Son's the same.
Yeah.
So when we look at somebody like Ronaldo, right? Whether you love him or hate him, he turns up.
Yeah.
He turns up. Sergio Ramos turns up. Big games. I'm Ronaldo. I might be in the weakest team I've ever played in, but I'm going to go up and win. He won the Euros with Portugal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible. You know, I mean, you turn up to a final. Steven Gerrard turned up to finals.
Mm.
You've got. If you want to be the best in the world, you've got to turn up and win these things. So it's not as if we've been 10th every season and never got to a final. We've got to a Champions League final.
Yeah.
But
like you say, if he wants to win titles, he needs to turn up on them finals, doesn't he? So
he's got to turn, you know. And we had the two league, the one the Leicester season, and the season after that with Chelsea. Those we could have won both of those leagues.
Yeah.
But again, the big games, against the top 5, we didn't turn up, and Kane is part of that team. So I going on about Dyer and Aurier and Sissoko and Winks, who are poor generally. You've got to turn up. Take the ball by the horns, take the ball and go and score.
Yeah. Yeah.
Turn up and you win your game.
Yeah.
You know,
it must be so frustrating for fans as well, because he is the best striker probably in that league.
Oh, for sure. And he can go anywhere he wants to now. And there's a lot of Tottenham fans saying, "Oh yeah, it's best he goes. He deserves it." Well, no, he's a Tottenham player. Why would I want him to go anywhere else? I want him to stay.
Yeah,
of course you do.
Because he had an interview, didn't he, with Gary Neville?
Yeah. And he never said at any stage during that interview he wanted to leave. He just said he wanted to talk to the chairman, see where it's going. There's a few long hugs yesterday with Dele Alli and Son at the end of the game. Don't know if you saw it. I'm not sure if that's a sign to say that he knows he's going or not. I don't know. But it's not easy for somebody like Harry Kane to say, right, Mr. Levy, I want to leave and I want to go to this club. Danny was not going to go, oh, okay then. He's going to fight. He's under contract.
Yeah.
For another 2 years. You know, he's 28 in July. He's going to try and keep him there the best he can. And if he can't, he'll get as much money as possibly he can for him. And rightly so.
So, scenario, right? A little scenario for you. Harry Kane goes. Who would you like to bring in for your striker?
Yeah, the problem, this is a different one because over the years, Sheringham, Berbatov, Robbie Keane, they've all been replaceable players. Kane is very different to those. And Bale, again, was another one that is very difficult to replace. And this isn't the kind of guy you can just replace with another striker. What we do need, I think we need 2 strikers. Because Harry Kane really, I mean, it depends if Son stays or if Son stays, then you've got a chance.
Yeah.
You know, but if to answer the question, somebody like I'll take Danny Ings. I like Danny Ings. I think he's a decent player.
Yeah.
Scores goals. And
it's a tough one, isn't it?
There's not much left out there. There's not much out there. This is the problem, and it's all about not only that, we need to strengthen, especially defensively as well.
Yeah.
Because Dyer can't continue this charade as a footballer anymore. Lloris can't carry on for much longer, and Winks and Sissoko are not professional footballers. So there's a lot that needs to be spent. So I reckon I'll spend it wisely. When we sold Bale, the only decent one we got out of it was Ericsson. Oh, well, Lamella. Lamella's still there, but we sort of replaced Bale with Bale, haven't we? It's like he's come back and replaced himself.
And if Harry Kane goes. What position do you reckon you'll finish next season? Because he is your top goal scorer, isn't he? He wins your games at the end of the day.
Yeah. Even if let's just say we replace him with 2 quality strikers, just an example. Just say striker-wise, we've got 2 strikers that we want.
Yeah.
The problem isn't there. It's the problem behind it, the defence and the midfield. So it needs to be strengthened from top to bottom. Most of those players, James, I'll be honest, need to go. Most of them.
Yeah.
I'm sure in Arsenal's case, it's more or less relatively the same.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dead wood at both clubs. And there's only a handful. It's easier for me to tell you who I would keep than to get rid of. There's only a handful I would keep. And Højbjerg is probably one of them I'll keep. Lloris, Toby Alderweireld for another year.
Yeah.
Son. But Son's been poor for the last 2 months. So again, this is another, he seems to have switched off. But yeah, it needs completely overhauling from top to bottom. Where would you finish? I hope to finish in the top 6. And a trophy would be nice. That's the same conversation every year, James, isn't
it?
I mean, every single year for the last 6 or 7 years, we've been talking about this, haven't we?
Yeah.
Where would you like? Oh, I finish top 4 on a trophy. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So now, are you expecting it every year now? You just go, oh, you know what? Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, because you get to a stage where you just give up. I mean, I think this season more than any, the disconnection between the club and the supporters, not just with Tottenham, but I think with the big 6, has been the worst I've seen it. There's people that are cancelling their season tickets, cancelling their membership, won't go to the club shop. You've got the protest, the Emirates one, the Man United one. They're everywhere now, and it's coming to a stage where enough's enough.
No one's the owners aren't going to listen anyway. It's just
See, Daniel Levy is a big money man, right? And they're saying, well, he's been there 20 years. We've won 1 trophy in 20 years, which is not good enough. Then I look at it like this. He's high. He's some of the managers he's hired have been poor, but he's hired Pochettino, Mourinho.
Yeah.
He's had big names there who've not delivered. The problem they've not delivered, and the reason why they've not delivered is he's not giving them the money.
Yeah.
I remember Pochettino said, I think in his 4th year, they were looking to buy a centre back. And he went, Daniel Levy said to me, you don't need to spend this money, just use Eric Dyer. There you go. 6 years on, and he's still there, and he's still poor. Doesn't want to pay the money.
No.
We bought Ndombele for nearly £70 million. Who, you know, you think you've got problems with Kroenke?
Yeah.
Levy, yeah, you know, Levy. I don't like the protests. I don't like that. I'll be honest. I don't like these. I'll be honest. There's a lot of people on these when these protests. They go with their cameras and their phones for their vlogging. You know, just to get the views on their. They're not true fans. They're not
No,
like.
they're just trying to get some like you say views, or it's a
Of
publicity
course,
stunt for themselves,
yeah.
isn't it? Like,
You know, and I just don't like the thing is if let's just say 60,000 Tottenham fans say, right, we're not going to go anymore. Two fingers up to Levy, there'll be another 60,000 behind him that are going to go.
yeah,
You know,
100%.
so he doesn't care, does he? He's not going to go,
No.
oh well, and he doesn't want fans like that in there. He wants the tourists. He wants the, you know, the ones that go and spend 300 quid in the club shop before a game.
But that's what's wrong with football at the moment, because there are a lot of that. You know, this is why they concentrate mostly on how many training kits they're going to have out, how many like, you know, how many hats they can bring out, you know, because they know how many tourists are actually around that stadium.
It's a cash cow, isn't it? It's right. It's money, and you know, if you're say you own a football club, James, and you know your big following all over the world, you're not going to care because you know you're going to fill your stadium every single week.
Yeah.
You don't care if they're from Korea or if they're from Highbury or if they're from anywhere.
Yeah.
As long as they're paying their 60, 70 quid a ticket and they're spending money in the shop, why would you care?
Yeah. And especially if they're like American blood-sucking bastards, don't really care.
Yeah. I mean, if I took my boy to football, let's say when I take Harry when he's a bit older to watch Tottenham, I mean, I'm going to go and spend money. You know, I mean, he's going to have something to eat. You're going to want a top.
Yeah.
Get a program. I mean, it's a few hundred quid a day, but that's what you do when you follow your team.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, as you know, James, with football, you have good times, you have bad times. This is bad times for both of us, really. But you know, it's football, and you know, we'll continue to follow our team. We'll continue to follow our team and support them.
Yeah.
Whether Harry Kane's there or not, or whether Aubameyang's there or not, or it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You follow your team. You know, football changes.
Yeah.
If he does go, if Kane does go, I do wish him well because he does deserve it.
Yeah.
And you know, depending on what kind of Euros he has as well. If he has a good Euros, that money might go up.
Yeah.
But he's won the Golden Boot. He deserved that, I think, and the assists. So yeah, he's done well. But I wish him well. But hopefully he's there another year. Hopefully.
Good, mate. Good. Right, we're going to leave it there. I've got a really bad connection at the moment. I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi here, but Johnny, thank you for coming on.
No problem. Anytime. You know,
I'm sure we will catch up. Maybe we'll do a show for the Euros.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. We'll have a good one for that.
Because
I've got the winner of the Euro. I've got the winner of the Euros if you want it, but I'll save that. No, I'll save it for your next video.
Save it. Yeah, we'll save it.
I'll save it for your next video. Yeah,
we'll do a couple of one-on-one fan talks, Euro editions.
Yeah.
All right,
but, let's put it this way: the winners of the Euros were the same winners of the Eurovision Song Contest.
All right. Okay.
There you go. I think they're going to win it.
Not England then, because we got 0 points.
Fuming. What's going on?
It's that thing's got to be a political thing. I'm sorry to go off football a little bit, but that Eurovision thing has got to be a political thing.
Well, 2 years in a row we've hit 0. I think we finished bottom 6 or 7 times in the last 10 years. So it's before Brexit happened. They just don't like us. And you know, I thought to myself, let's pull out of it. So no, let's stay in it. Just keep getting 0. Why not?
There was actually a footage of the winners table, and it's become a bit of a meme at the moment. And one of the guys on the winners table is doing a bit of this.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Now he came out and said that he was picking up broken glass. He said he knocked a glass over and he went to pick it up like that.
Yeah.
But that sounds a bit. Did you see it? Did you watch Eurovision?
I don't watch it, mate.
Did you hear the song?
I know. I didn't really. I knew that we had James Newman, whoever he is.
John Newman's brother. Yeah. And
why can't we just have someone that's good in it?
It's not the fact. The fact was the song. If you was going to vote for that song, it probably finished mid-table. It's definitely not a 0 point song. There's a lot of work. Even the winners, I thought, was really bad.
It's just the whole thing's shocking.
Cyprus voting for Greece. Greece voting for Cyprus. It's all.
Yeah.
you know, Eastern Bloc countries.
Of course,
you
yeah.
know, and all that. But yeah.
But
good old
anyway,
Eurovision. All right, mate.
stick that Eurovision in the bin. I can't be asked.
Stick it right away.
Thanks, Johnny, for coming on.
Oh,
Don't
mate,
forget to like
anytime.
and subscribe.
Anytime.
Also, you can find me on All Arms Out, my new Arsenal channel. That's fun at the moment.
I was all up. Then you said Arsenal.
Take care, Johnny, mate.
What's that? So what's that about? You're All Arms Out. What is it?
It's just the Arsenal channel. I just talk about like games, the preview of the games, the scores after, if there's new tops out.
Just a quick point on Arsenal. When you got the yellow jersey, the away one. I was watching AFTV and it's Ty saying that the badge is the cannon's the wrong way round. Is that right?
Apparently, it's always been the wrong way round.
I'm with you.
Apparently, it's always been the wrong way round. When they changed the crest, the new crest. It's always been the wrong way round because the original cannon was always facing
to the right.
Yeah.
So the one on the shirt now is facing what, to the left?
Left, yeah, and that's also the same on the badge as well. So when you have the crest and then the cannon,
I knew it looked different before I saw. I knew it looked different. I couldn't put my finger on it. For something's not right about this cannon.
Yeah,
and I knew that's what it's the wrong way around.
It's the wrong way. I think they say it's because of copyright purposes, because people can copyright it easier. But I'm but you can turn it around, and I mean it does. But apparently the new crest, it's always been the wrong way. It should have always been facing to the right.
And what I am envious of is your kits, because obviously Tottenham's just released their kit today, and it's just plain on white again.
Yeah, but that's your theme, isn't it? That's Tottenham's theme.
Yeah, but it's Nike, isn't it? The Adidas kits are brilliant. I love the Adidas kit. When we had Adidas, it was great.
Yeah, I was a bit skeptical of the Arsenal home kit because that it was really thick. I like the lighter stuff. It's a bit, but this new the recent home kit was just awful. I thought really.
You like it, no?
No, it was just I don't like it when there's too much going on. I think kind of like playing is better. I think it's more retro and more going back to your roots kind of thing.
So in a minute, we could play in shorts and t-shirt, don't matter, as long as we win something.
I know, yeah. Best top and a bikini bottom.
Yeah, exactly. Play topless or something.
But look, this is Johnny.
All right, mate.
All right,
nice one. Thanks a lot.
I'll see you soon, mate.
Bye.
One Way Football.